Another one from one of the earlier podcasts, the little moments to be specific. You were talking about how when you're going through your day and you do have this inner dialogue that's supposed to be or is guiding you. But for me, there's like a million and one things going on. How do I know that is a form of guidance or if it is just this noise in my head? I have like 100 tabs open at all times, and it's really hard to just focus on any one or two things. And like that's why I really struggle with even meditation. It's just a struggle.
So that's the John Kabat-Zinn's quote that started us off, like the little moments, the little ideas, they're not that little. And so the concept of that quote is that each moment, choice point, has an opportunity to either support us, help us find more balance, more clarity, build up our system to have more inner oomph to it, or the moment where we can on a good day, maybe we're just hoping to break even. But then those little moments add up depending on how we work with them. They can add up to be quite detrimental to us. And so that quote really invites us into recognizing that each moment, if we let go of the idea of a value system, like, oh, these are the highlight moments, these are the like ones that don't matter. If we let all that go, then we now look at the whole thing with what's called equanimity. And we say, okay, what would bring me, if I have a moving meditation within me, what would bring me balance right now? At any moment, that question becomes the keys to the kingdom. So how do you know what you're getting back? Well, you're going to get back a peanut gallery of a barrage of stuff. And so sorting is one of the first things that I work with clients on learning how to do, which we're not taught how to do, by the way. We're taught that we're supposed to be one feeling, one thought, one idea, one perspective, one thing is what we are, and that anything beyond one thing is not realistic or not real. And therefore, then our system has very little bandwidth. It can't go very far without getting overwhelmed. Where if we come through the doorway that says we're way more than one thing and we're way more than one idea, we can have conflicting emotions. I can be ecstatic about something on one part of my life and have so much energy and joy and excitement over here. And I can have another part of my life that I just look at and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. And I don't want to do anything about it. And then I have other parts that I'm just like, oh, waving a white flag, like I don't know where to put you. And all of those can be true, and not one of them actually takes away from the other. Now, the cool thing is this one over here that I feel excited and joyful about can actually give me the buoyancy to go deal with these other ones. It stops when we start to realize that those voices don't have authority within us. And so the step one is, once I have that little peanut gallery, I like to truly imagine that I'm sitting at a big conference table and I'm like, bring me your representative. And so like one representative to come forward. And like maybe I got 4 or 5 representatives because I don't want to talk to the whole dang factory. I want to talk to one, like one union rep, like bring me your rep. And as I'm talking to them, I can ask them, like, who do you belong to? 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you that voice belongs to somebody else. And that voice is a parent, a guardian, a peer from 3rd grade, an ancestor. And it can also be just the collective unconscious, because we're working with really big things right now, and we're working to try to free up and liberate ourselves on a really big scale. And so when we ask that question, does this belong to me? If the answer is no, you could say, is this my work to do anything with? If you hear no, just return to sender.